Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to GameFace. You alright? I am Miles. You alright? Nice to see you. Oh, he called me beautiful. Thank you so much for that. We got Jack in as well. And Twitch is a bit quiet again. What happened to Twitch? It used to be our biggest one. There's a couple of people in there, but it's very quiet. Someone say hello to Pix Retro. Hey, go on, say hello to him. Because he's lonely. You need to get in Twitch anyway, because that's the one that financially supports us. We get actual money off Twitch. So get your ass over there and say hello to Pix and say hello to me. Welcome to GameFace. Guys, just a short show tonight, because oh my god, I am hot. I'm tired. I'm just whinging about tired. First up, there's been some beef. Have you seen on Twitter? I'm not going to say who it is and all the rest of it, but there's been some like people moaning and looking down, and it's, you know, we were talking about the radio the other day. There's not, you know, the chip scene is wonderful, but it is still a scene. It is still a you know, it's nobody's immune as good as you might think it is. Bethesda, did you see the Bethesda tweet? Ooh, it was all like super hype, wasn't it? And everyone was like, oh, we're gonna have to wait for E3 for this, but no. After the tweet, I know I needed that. You can hear me going, oh, Fallout 76. We know almost nothing about it, but nobody cares because it's just going to be amazing, isn't it? It's going to be set, well, this is the weird one here. They've said it's going to be set 25 years after the explosion, after the whole world burned, but apparently they're going to retcon it slightly, so it's going to be 25 years after. There was a gorgeous trailer where the whole shelter just looked beautiful, brand new and amazing, and I think it'd be good, but we don't know. There's been a few journos that are saying, you know, they obviously know, but they're not allowed to say yet, that like, don't expect your typical Fallout game. This is going to have online elements, it's going to have other things going on, so it's one of them. We're going to be finding out June 10th at 6:30 Pacific time. Is that how you say it? Or 2:30 a.m. GMT. Oh, I'm going to be wrecked out. I'm going to get back from GameFace on a Sunday, do the radio, and I'm just going to be absolutely exhausted. This is a cool one to shout out, though. The same day that the tweet went out with the please stand by that got everyone going like that, Bethesda went live on Twitch, and this is all you got. And then they did a little puppet show, and it was the best trolling ever. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. Let's check the chat quickly. Bob Stew was like, ooh, Fallout. Graeme went bald. Yeah, I've been experimenting. You'll have to watch Trigger Warning to see the full effects of that. The beef is Graeme tweeting my Twitter about the sex cage. Well, hey, whoa. I saw you putting out, oh, give me requests, and I made a specific request that I was going to be enjoying the company of a very happy dog, and I saw you drawing for everyone else, and I didn't even get a formal no. So yeah, there's some beef there. Hello, Julian. You all right? How you doing? Thanks for joining us this evening, guys. If you're there, I can see that you're there. Say hello in the chat so that I know what's going on. Wear your hair at, mate. Look, I was balding too much, man. We had to do something about it, and our Sofa had a little experiment. If you don't normally watch Trigger Warning, watch Trigger Warning later, because you'll enjoy it. Tuxic said hello. Hiya, Tuxic, you all right? Where are they? I've still got this hair. XWV is pooping. Hello. Malcat has said, meow. Dude, you sent me that song, and then by the time I clicked the link, it had gone. Send it again, please. Let's have a quick check on Facebook before we talk about war. It's all war tonight, you know. Everything, the whole show is war. Cade said, where's the hair? It was falling out. Zelda got some clippers. This show isn't about my bloody head. Look. No, I'm not. I knew this would happen, but I'm not going there. I'm not going into it. Although I've now got a cloth. You know, it turns out when you got no hair, your head sweats. So I've got a cloth now. Shall I show them what I do every 2 minutes? I just have to like, oh, It's ridiculous. War! Lovely war! We saw some awesome pictures of a brand new game, but wait a minute. There's a girl there, isn't there, eh? What are they doing? Putting a girl in a game? It's 2018. I'm offended. Battlefield 5, an absolutely beautiful trailer got released. It looks fit, it looks gorgeous, but although I was going to say a lot of a very small but vocal minority of people are going, you can't have girls, and I keep saying this, man, it's your murder simulator. There was females in Battlefield 1, no one seems to care about that, but apparently putting one front and centre that's badass, she's got a robot arm and all that, and everyone's like, not everyone, let's clarify, a very small and vocal minority are going, this isn't right, you're ruining games, SJWs. Don't get me wrong, I do have my issues with the ultra woke. I do think they can be far too up their own asses sometimes, but this isn't one of those battles, guys. It really isn't. Like, who cares? So you can play as girls in the game. So there's an absolutely badass girl in the game, and they're like, oh, she couldn't shoot the gun with a metal arm. And who cares? Who the fuck cares? Stop engaging with them. Do not engage. People doing your smug replies and all that. It's just that rift. It's that rift, isn't it? People going, oh, you shouldn't have girls, blah, 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 you shouldn't. And then people defending it and all that. Sack it off. Sit happily in the middle and just ignore the idiots. Ignore the idiots. It'll be a great game regardless. What are you laughing at? What? A comment, what have we had? Tapping out ball, this is just about, oh, fuck off. Oh, no. I'm not even doing that. Should have attached it to the hat, no one would know. Pix Retro, did you not watch last week? Watch the last minute of last week's show. There was a little Easter egg in there. I wore fake hair through the entire show. Watch that whole interview with Naoki. It did, and it amused me greatly. I was worried that it had put me off. It probably did a little bit. Facebook is just hair talk, so we're just going to ignore that. But yeah, October 19th for Battlefield 5, and don't worry about it. Jesus, the amount of I'm playing Mad Max at the moment. There's a dog with metal legs in that, and all this other nonsense. There's all this other silly stuff going on. It's just idiots. It's just idiots moaning about it, and you're giving them validity, and you're giving them, you're helping spread the nonsense by replying and engaging with it. Just ignore it. Nobody moaned about the girls in Golden Arch. Go on.
Just saying, if there's Battlefield 5,
yeah,
does this mean we rekindle our Battlefield bromance?
Well, I've got fast internet now, so I won't be getting annoyed.
Can meet up every night.
When I was doing my weird clipping, trying to play with you.
Oh yeah, it was your internet, yeah?
It was my bloody internet. I constantly had that warning.
I saw you put your gas mask on instead of shooting people, dude. Anyway, let's not go there with October.
Yeah, but we'll have to rekindle it. More war! It's all war tonight. Fortnite is being sued by PUBG. This actually happened back in January. They've had a beef with them since the very beginning, since it first came out. But I'm sorry, PlayerUnknown Battleground, you don't own that genre. Oh god, I can't. Yeah, I keep seeing it. You don't own the genre. You don't own it, so it's never going to go anywhere. They were dressing it up with like they were copying user interface and all this other nonsense, and it's just nonsense. It's just total nonsense. It's never going to go anywhere. PUBG was the biggest game on the planet. Fortnite came in and stole the thunder, and now they're pissed off. They're trying to gain legitimacy. I'm sure there'll be a few idiots that'll be like clinging to PUBG, going, well, they were the original, and look, there's this legal case. We're not going to look into the details. We'll just assume that they stole it and all the other nonsense. Absolute nonsense. PUBG was the biggest game on the planet, as I just said. They had perfectly reasonable enough time to get it out on the PlayStation 4. The Xbox release was an absolute joke for PUBG. It was like, just as it went version 1 on the PC, they released a super beta green light, like, you know, one for the Xbox. Joke. Absolute joke. You're never going to stay on top with that. And you're never going to stay on top going against a free game, man. It's just, yeah, nonsense. Nonsense. You're never going to do it. Could people stop? I'm not even going to ask again. Special metal-legged ones. You can't, missed that. You can't put dogs in games. Dan, dogs are too sexy to be games, especially metal-legged ones. Of course you can put dogs in games. You can put anything in games. You do whatever you want. There's just more hair talk on there. I'm just going to stop checking the Facebook chat tonight. It's just... Hiya, Andy. You all right, mate? Oh, I've not seen Andy in ages. Most blokes will choose the girl anyway. Well, they do. And you know what? It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't. There's so many games where you can play as a woman and it doesn't affect it. No one cares. Fallout, I'll play as a female character. I'll play Mass Effect, I'll play as a woman. Don't let the people who are trying to make noise about there being a female in it ruin it. Don't let them make you think that there's a lot of them, because there's not. It's a tiny minority. And you know what? Girls play games. In consoles, there's a slight lead on male to female, but in the PC market, it's pretty much 50-50. So this, you know, we can't just, you can't just pretend. But either way, I'm not even talking about them. The vast majority of us are reasonable, wonderful people that couldn't give a shit. Scully Ton has said, from what I've heard, people are more upset that the girl has a prosthetic arm, and for some reason that ruins the immersion. Yeah, but people just pick on something, don't they? If they didn't have, she didn't have a prosthetic arm, they'd be calling her Mary Sue. If they didn't have that, and you know what? So what if she's got a prosthetic arm? So who gives a shit? Honestly, who gives a shit? Exactly what I said Mad Max the other day. I've seen people in Mad Max with metal arms and stuff doing stuff, and nobody. I've not seen a single thing about it because they got willies, you know. And it's just, but remember, it's a tiny minority. Don't respond to them. Don't try and defend it. Don't try and get in on the thing. Just ignore them, and they'll go away. Your hair fell off. Yes, Angel, my hair fell off. About 10% of it fell out and it got a bit much, and we had a bit of an experiment. Thanks a lot as well, Pierre and Ian, for watching. You're all awesome. Right, let's move on. Agony! Have you guys seen this? Retro Joe sent this to me, man. This game. I remember we talked about it ages ago when it was first announced and all that. And there's been some deleted scenes now. The deleted scenes included rape with visible penetration, baby killing, and butt physics. It's just like, no. Which is a weird one for me. I kind of think it's maybe got like a bit of a Team America thing going on. Do you remember in Team America where they had the doll sex scene, and they put loads and loads of angles and 69s and all sorts in there? And the reason they did that is because they knew that some of it would get cut. And I'm thinking, did Agony do that? Because what's been left in is the gore, the brutal sex has been left in. The brutal sex, the lesbian and gay sex has been left in, the genital physics has been left in. So they've left the genital physics, but the butt physics had to go. I really don't get this. It's got eye gouging, heart plucking, children's heads exploding, setting fire to people, intense violence, strong language, and drugs. All those things are still in the game, but actual visible penetration and baby killing was a step too far. Now, for me, I am thinking that they've likely put all this stuff in, knowing some of it would get cut out, and because they knew people would be talking about it. They knew idiots like me would be going, oh, but. I've got another side to this, and honestly, I don't think the baby killing, the butt physics, and the rape scene should have been censored. I really don't. I'm not a believer that. In fact, we're going to talk about that in another respect with another story now. But I don't like that, because Obviously, films have butts in it. You know, the Deadpool movies have a lot of butt shots. So I don't see why video games need it removed. Why are we being protected? It's that sort of like infantilization of us. You know, like, oh, you know, wrap them in cotton wool, bless their little faces. The baby killing as well. Plenty of movies have baby killing. I was watching that awesome series. What's it called? Is it called Happy?
Yeah.
Where he's got the invisible friend. Oh, it's so good. If you've not seen it on Netflix, it is fucking amazing. It's so good, and it is a brutal display of glorious violence. It's as old school as you can get, but shot very modernly, and that it's got some horrible stuff in it. Kids also, and it's not nice, you know. Even I don't want to say as a father, even if you're not a parent, you'd be watching it like it's not like you suddenly like that sort of stuff. Like, oh, I love a bit of kiddie abduction and all that. But as soon as you got one, you're like, oh. Although it does it a little bit more, I guess. But you know what? You raise to it and you deal with it. I don't want to be protected. And I honestly don't think, I think these things should have been in. I don't see why I can behead people. I can have intense violence, strong language, drug use, children's heads exploding is okay. But killing kids, I'm just like, what? Lesbian and gay sex, brutal sex is in there. Why are those things allowed but not the others? What annoys me, what really frustrates the shit out of me is that protection thing. I am a grown-ass adult, right? And fair play, give me a warning, give me a content warning on the box. You know, there's certain games I don't play when my daughter's in the room because I know that they're bad, but I should have the choice to do that. And you should have the choice to do that. And it shouldn't necessarily be taken away. If it's good enough for books and it's good enough for movies and it's okay in music, then why video games? Why does video games get this like a childlike rap around it? It's insulting. It's insulting because it's kind of got that thing of, you know, the average gamer is over 30. I think it was 32 the last time I checked the numbers. That's the average gaming age. Grown-ass adults that can watch the worst, weirdest things on Netflix. They can get their asses on LiveLeak and watch stuff all day long in terms of that, which, as Joe Rogan pointed out the other day, is the very edge of what's morally acceptable, which I quite enjoyed. But why are we allowed to do that, but we're not allowed to play? It annoys me, that. It annoys me. All this, we're kind of slipping into the acceptance of like, well, protect who? Protect who exactly? You know, if the person's capable of censoring it, I'm capable of self-censoring. I'm capable of choosing things I don't want to see. Butt physics just don't make sense because butts don't really have physics to begin with. Mate, you've never danced with me, have you? What are you on about? I didn't get a girl as good as Soph. I dressed as a Cub Scout, you know, when I was courting her. We were at our first date with my Soph. I turned up full body Scout uniform. Waddle, everything.
Why did you have a Scout uniform? Don't tell me, let's move on.
Yeah, it's take too long. Agony is a game that's known for being super brutal and shocking. It makes sense, though. There might have been a point where rape and child killing might be the point too far for a majority of people. Yes, I agree with you. Child killing and rape and butt physics, which were the things that were censored, might be a point too far for the majority of people. You are 100% correct. Completely correct. I agree with you there. But it's for people to decide for themselves. Don't protect me. Stop protecting me. If I don't want to play that kind of game, and if you don't want to play that game, give someone fair warning, but don't have all this other horrible, horrific stuff in there. If people want to do it, and as an adult, there's this kind of weird thing that we're just bloody idiots, you know, and there's this whole nonsense argument about, oh, well, you're in control, you're part of it, you're the one performing it. Fuck off. Fuck off. Films are far closer to what goes on in our subconscious than games are. Films have been designed unintentionally. The way grammar of films was formed was to attach itself to our dreamlike states. When you say, I had a dream and it was just like a film, you're wrong. Because people had dreams that were just like films before films existed. Films have slowly evolved to match the way we dream, to match the way we think underneath. If you're going to watch sick, twisted violence in a movie, that is going to have, if you're going to go for the pseudoscience assumption then films are going to have a much worse impact than actually playing it in a game. There's no legitimate evidence of any of this nonsense, man. If it's in films, then it's in games. End of story. I'm not having it. And yeah, the way that a lot of people won't go and see a Quentin Tarantino movie, but they can choose. They can fucking decide themselves. It annoys me. It frustrates the shit out of me. I enjoy hyper-violence in games and movies. It's super fun, but not in actual real life. Agreed. Most people can tell the difference. There are millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of gamers out there, and we're all robbing cars and killing people and doing all sorts of horrific, terrible things on a daily basis. We're meeting up online and shooting people, flame throwing. Battlefield, we're flame throwing. I can hear the screams round the corner as I throw a napalm grenade and it's burning the skin off their flesh. I can hear that and I go, I just got this guy, I'll send you the replay in a minute. That is okay, but the other stuff isn't. No, not good enough. Not good enough. Stop protecting me. I can't say that enough. It's ridiculous. It's just that culture of thingy just coming on. Blood settings in Turok 2. Green blood was hilarious. Yeah, that was all the good old days, wasn't it, when someone decided that all the blood needed to be green. It's stupid, but it's that same thing of like I'm saying this, right? It's that thing of assuming that everyone that games is a child. Even an adult that games has a child mind. And you can fuck off. I'm not having it. It's ridiculous. It's a joke. Maybe in the 90s, the average age was a lot lower then. But those people have grown up now. I'm in my 30s. I am more than capable of deciding whether or not I want to do something. I might have played this. I might not. Who knows? I don't know. Dead or Alive 2 had boob physics. Kadex has said, just have settings that turn them off. I agree with you 100%. Some games have done that. I know I can't think of it right now in my head. But yeah, some games have said at the start, they've had a content warning. And, let us remove this. I mean, the company, I can't remember the company that's put out Agony now, but they've actually been releasing the deleted scenes anyway. They're like, no, we're showing it. Because ultimately, your defence is, this is my art. This is how I express myself. I mean, Jesus, the amount of stuff you see in paintings, the amount of things you're allowed to get away with in paintings, exactly the same rules, exactly the same. No. Wasn't that a completely different release in Japan due to the blood? Well, yeah, these are the way things go. Pix Retro is saying take the hat off. I'm going to take the hat off for trigger warning. So if you don't normally watch trigger warning, watch trigger warning and you'll see it. Let's see. Facebook. I'm so sorry, guys. If you want to 100% get in touch, don't message on Facebook because the comments are shit. Loving the tan line. What tan line? You're not talking about that, are you? Oh, for God's sake! Zelda got some clippers. Zelda did do some of it as well. But yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. If I'm missing you Facebook, I usually get all the Facebook comments later on. But if you get on Twitch or YouTube, search GameFaceShow, all one word. I've got the chat right there. You can join us. I don't know how Agony, a game where the main character is constantly tortured, handles these things. But if the rape scene was in first person, the main character's in the victim, then yeah. But that's the thing, it's the personal choice, isn't it? That's exactly it. It's personal choice. I think Kadex completely hit the nail on the head. Content warning at the start. There is a rape scene in this game. Yes or no, basically. And why not? And why not? It's not like a film where you have to go along with it and you're just like, we can have that in games. That's the wonderful thing about games. That's what annoyed me about Battlefield, with people going, oh, it's a girl. Well, just don't play as a girl then. Sack it off. You don't have to. We have this wonderful thing where we have the choice. But you know what? Get it out there and deal with it properly. Paul's just said Nintendo and censorship. Don't even get me started on Nintendo. You know what though? That's their ball. They can play however they want. They're killing it at the moment, aren't they? Ken said, "Glad you kept the beard though." I know, but you know what? I want to do that. Today is the greatest. So that's gonna go at some point. I've got to. The 1% idiots who are affected by games spoilt it for the rest of it. The rest of us. It's true. It's what I said with Battlefield. It's a tiny minority that are very, very vocal. Please speak up, but do so in a positive manner. And if there are people, you know, there's people on the extremes, you know, the authoritarians and the left, the right, those people who are on the outside there, they're generally, they're a bunch of not very nice people. Don't insult them. Don't call them idiots. Don't throw the truth at them. Don't throw facts at them to make you feel good. Short term, it's wonderful, but long term, it doesn't solve anything. It, in fact, makes the problem worse because they double down. They go even harder. You know, so, you know, don't. We're all safe here, so we can call them idiots together. But when you're out there in the real world, don't call them idiots or try to resist. More sick and twisted shit happened in medieval times, centuries before games and movies existed. Thank you, Tez. That's very, very true. It's true, isn't it, man? Before any of that came along, everything was way worse. Things are getting better. Things are getting amazing. Look at this. Look at all this smartphones and all this nonsense all around us, man. And your load's safer. We've all got water. It's great. It's great. And that's with the world apparently getting worse and worse and us all needing protecting. Jack has said original Binding of Isaac was going to be on the Wii until they found out about the Christianity references. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Because Nintendo, they had the Muslim chants in Legend of Zelda, although they did get rid of them. But which was a shame because I thought they were good. I thought it was, but yeah, Nintendo, they're turning now, though, aren't they? They can smell the money. They know what's going on. Trigger Warning is the adult version of... How dare you! Apparently Trigger Warning is the adult version of this.
I could go with that, yeah.
Why's my laptop gone off? I've lost all my chat. Sorry, I can't see Twitch. Is there any chance you could get Twitch up? Oh, I can't do my thing. I can't do my thing. I've got no notes.
What would you like me to do, Graeme?
Put the next picture up. We'll get on with the next story. I'll do it all from memory. Pokemon! So we got Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And finally, I'm starting to warm to the thought of getting a Switch. Although our Soph very rarely watches this show anymore because she finally gets me out the house. She doesn't want me shouting at her down the TV. HD. So she tends to leave it alone. So she doesn't know. So if anyone wants to tweet Mal Sophus and just go, Daddy's Day's coming up, hey, get him a Switch, then you can do that. But yeah, Let's Go Pikachu. I've got to do all this from memory now. It's out at some point in the future. I think it was it November? One of them, yeah, I think it was November. Fuck's sake, it's a remake of Pokemon Yellow, but they've taken, and in fact, they've taken loads from the original anime series. It looks absolutely gorgeous. The fights are going to be very, very similar, apart from catching people. Catching people is going to take its cue from Pokemon Go, and you're going to be able to sync Pokemon Go up with it as well. It looks fit. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and people predictably have been going nuts for it, and why not? It's got a 2-player mode in there, and a few other things that don't come to mind right now. I hope this isn't broken forever. There's me going on about how great the world is now. It's a first world problem though, isn't it, eh? Let's be honest. If I just used a pen and paper, eh? I need to start printing it out, don't I? Sorry if you're chatting on Twitch or Facebook. I can't hear you right now. I'm going to try and turn it on. Pokemon Quest. Oh, I knew that one. This is a free-to-play game. It's a mobile game. This is exactly what we all knew Nintendo didn't do. They didn't do this. And then Pokemon Go happened and they went again, money. So they've done a mobile free-to-play game with microtransactions, and it is almost like the satire that it's the parody Nintendo selling out game, isn't it? It's just Pokemon mixed with Minecraft with a load of microtransactions thrown in for good measure. That is out right now. You can download it for free on your Switch. Sega Mega Drive Classics was released yesterday. There's 50 games. I was going to read some of that from you. I can't remember. It's just all the good ones, basically. Links down below if you're watching on YouTube. Links are down below. You can. I'll put a link to the thing, but it's just all of them. Loads of them, actually. In fact, in terms of gaming collections, this is a really, really good one. Sega have got loads of the rights to their own games, and it's worked out very, very well. It also has 4 different modes of emulating your old, TVs. It escapes me now. The back ones with the big asses. CRT, yeah, it's got 4 different modes, which work very, very well. I was looking at all the comparisons. Guys, I've only got YouTube chat right now, so if you want to talk to me, I'm sure you are doing, I can only get on YouTube at the moment. That's what's there right now. What's next? Oh, active shooter. I'm never going to be able to do this without my notes because I can't remember the sod's name. But yeah, active shooter. There was loads of fuss about this. And it was a game where it hadn't been released yet, but it had been getting a lot of attention. You either played as a shooter, a school shooter, or as a cop trying to get the school shooter. And there was talk of adding a victim mode in it as well, where you were hiding and trying to survive, which understandably caused quite a lot of fuss. CNN got quotes from 2 families of Parkland victims who said, I can't remember, but it was something along the lines of disgusting, and you can imagine what the families of Parkland's victims said to this, which I say, why the hell are CNN going asking the Parkland families about this game? You imagine someone gets back from war and you're just like, hey mate, have you seen that Black Hawk Down? Do you want to come watch it? It's amazing. Bloody horrible it is. Saving Private, someone's there with PTSD or whatever. They've been captured and they've just been released back into and they've come back home finally. Heroes welcoming you, like, hey, do you want to watch Saving Private Ryan? Why would you do that? Why would you go to the Parkland families and get a quote about a shitty little video game that hasn't been released yet? Why would you do that? Of course they're going to find it disgusting. Anyone that's experienced any kind of trauma whatsoever in their life, there's going to be a piece of media out there that's going to affect you in a negative way. Why would CNN do that? Why would they get quotes off him? It's not relevant. Of course they're going to be upset by it. What kind of disgusting piece of shit knocked on the doors of 2 Parklands families to get a quote about this game? What do they care about that? It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But it's been removed before release, but not on the grounds of the content. I can't remember the name of the guy. If anyone could put it up, it doesn't matter anyway. The fella has been banned from Steam previously for doing asset flips, for treating customers really, really badly, and using copyrighted material. So they got around it. They didn't have to go the sort of because obviously in America, free speech is much more enshrined and makes it a lot more difficult to get rid of games and all that, although it gets a bit muddy and fussy and all that. So yeah, they got rid of him because he's a scumbag. So they could get rid of him because he's a scumbag, which is fair enough. I understand them wanting to swerve the controversy, and I understand Steam not wanting to host the game. They've got every right to not do that, but I don't think... We've got to be careful with this. We've got to be super careful with allowing someone else to decide our morality. Again, with games, Battlefield, we're killing, we're burning, Doom, we're doing... So many games are at just insane levels of violence. So if you start drawing stuff around some stuff and saying, oh, that's not okay, that it gets dangerous. It gets a little bit worrying. My computer's come back on. Oh god, check out my background. It's it makes me so happy. It's a still from This Is GameFace. I'll never forget that. Micah said, it's a news reporter. They have no ethics. No, they don't. I mean, it's CNN, isn't it? They pretend to be nice, but they're not. Crickcycle said, Pokemon Go for Switch looks pretty basic, so I'm not really sold on it. Pokemon Quest looks so bad. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? My friends are enjoying it, so we'll have to give it a go, but I hate its graphics. Yeah, I understand that, but it's a money machine, isn't it? Both the new Pokemon games have been made. They are both very much money printers, and Nintendo knows it. That's why they've gone for the original 151 Pokemon. That's why they've gone for that style, like the Pikachu and the Eevee. You can't evolve them, but you can dress them up, and you can get other people. And it's just perfect. It's just perfect. It's going to satisfy. It's going to satisfy so many people. So even outliers like you. I mean, because you're a proper Nintendo freak. I saw you the day that Nintendo Labo got released. He's there playing live at Chipbit Day the day after. He's already written a song on it. It's like, oh, mate. So he's so if you're saying you don't like it, I'm assuming you're an outlier then. Restore pages. I know you didn't shut down properly, but thanks for telling me. Oh shit, we're running out of time as well, aren't we? Trello. Let's get the next picture of what we're doing. E3 is coming. I'm doing it from memory now. Was it June the 9th that it's going to start? Saturday, June the 9th, our time to... I don't know. I had the thing up. There's no point having it now. It's starting very soon though anyway. And I'm getting hype about it. I am. I didn't give a shit. Loads of the games got Walmart, didn't they? They leaked loads and loads of the games, and I had to read it. I couldn't resist. I had to do it. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit hype about it. I'm going to try, if I can, to stream something. Obviously, I can't come. I'm not going to drag Hayden down here at 2:30 a.m. on a Saturday night. But we'll see if we can do something from my house or something. I might do like an alternative commentary. So if you want to watch it with me commentating on it, then you can do that. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. I'm going to do something because I've got sexy internet now. I've got actual proper grown-up internet. I don't know where the dates are. They've gone. Guys, I've been sent this comic, Celestial. I'm going to have a look at this. We're going to talk about it on the radio show. It is absolutely fit, and it's one of those labours of love. Nothing but respect for this. Nothing but respect. So I'm going to have a proper look at that. We're going to talk about it on the radio show. Crit said, you got me there, buddy. Yeah, I'll likely have to get it. Nintendo fanboy, rip my wallet. Yeah, you'll get it. Of course you will, because all your mates will be on it. I mean, the trading on it sounds awesome. The 2-player co-op. Oh, I want it. I want it. It'd be an awesome, awesome Pokemon game. Let's have a little look if we've got anything else. Commentate with me, Graeme. Oh, like a stream thing. I quite enjoyed doing that stream with you the other day. Ignorant. Oh, Infected. Oh, I Infected Gene. He's watching on the other thing, isn't he? Let's get that one up. This Sunday. Oh my God. Is it the first Sunday of the month? Oh, I get the week off. I might have to go down anyway, you know, because I had to miss this Sunday's radio show. But this Sunday is Dunning-Kruger's Super Kawaii Dance Party Remix podcast. I've said that wrong. It's a very long hashtag that takes an entire tweet. Sundays at GameFace Radio starting 7 p.m. UK time is an hour of me music. Solid, uninterrupted music. Then the second hour is gaming chat. So I might be off. I might not be about. My computer is freaking out. Guys, if you are watching on Twitch, I don't know if you are because I can't get you up because my laptop's completely screwed. Please, if you've got Amazon Prime, do the Twitch Prime. We got $2.50. You can do it once a month. Set a reminder, set an alarm. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook and you've got Amazon Prime or you know someone with Amazon Prime, it is completely free. It's already paid for. Once a month, you get to donate to a single Twitch channel. And you know what? There's loads of them out there that are doing very, very well. So give it to us, eh? Hey? Those Fortnite heroes don't need it. GameFace does. Get yourself on our Twitch channel, Twitch GameFaceShow. Do your Amazon Prime subscription. I would very much appreciate it. That's the show. Anyway. Guys, I love you. I'll see you later. Mwah.